Hello, everybody, and welcome to this extra patriotic episode of DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts here at BOYGOB.com, Fancy Dan YouTube page, where most of you are probably seeing this, and the DWN's Terrible Horror Crap podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts Facebook page. It's been a week, Joe. Seems like it's been forever since I talked to you, bud.
You know what? It does. It does. Seeing as yesterday was a bit of a rough day for me, and today, well, shit, it was like a regular day. I went to the shop and sweated it up because this is a hot fucking week here in Texas. But I got a lot of shit to do, so I couldn't take another day off.
Yeah, I did about the same. Went over by Katie's for a couple hours and then went back to the shop. Woke up
Yeah,
early so I can get shit done.
yeah. And as I was telling you before we got on here, I've got a dog hiding out in the shower because she's all afraid of things that pop and make pretty lights up in the sky. But I don't know.
So yeah, I saw you, 2 days ago now for
Yes, you
your
did.
50th birthday.
Yeah, you did. Thanks for coming in and just having a day of drinking and hanging out. Sorry, yeah. Once I sit down on the couch or that chair, I'm out. I tend to not last very long.
I
Um,
understand. I'm sorry that I shit my pants and threw my underwear away
well,
in your garbage.
we were a bit worried about you because we heard you throwing up. We didn't you didn't yell like, "Oh man, I shit my pants" real loud, but we could definitely hear you throwing up in the bathroom and stuff. So
Yeah, that happened a few times.
yeah, you went like 3 or 4 times. It's like Lisa's like, "Is he all right? Get up and check on him." Lisa, he's done this before
Yep.
several times. This is like and she goes, "You think it was that sandwich that he?"
No, it was that I didn't eat the other part of the sandwich.
Okay, so yeah, you're
Yeah,
just filled with alcohol with beer and stuff. Okay,
yeah. So the end of the night got a little odd, and
yeah,
so we all just kind of shut shit down and went our own separate ways. And I just didn't feel like eating.
yeah,
So yeah, a couple hours later, this is the first time this happened. On the way home, I did this a couple times. You ever do that thing you don't even realize your eyes are shut and go into the other lane?
yes. I've done that. That's
No
usually when I
bueno.
pull over and get like I don't even drink a lot of caffeine anymore, but yeah, I definitely get some caffeine, or I'll sit at a rest stop and shut my eyes for like 30 minutes and then try to get back on the road.
Yeah, I drove into a cluster of hotels twice. It's like, man, do I just see if I can rent like a half day
Yeah,
or something? Then I found a rest stop, got out, walked in there for a little bit. But the whole time I was just like, fuck, damn it. But I felt like so much garbage.
yeah.
So I was just like, I just want to get out, go home. I'm sick of driving.
Well, I definitely appreciate you coming by and testing out the limits of our bathroom.
Oh, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, now it's back to the grind. Uh, yeah.
Houston Horrific Festival of Fright Films
At the end of the
is.
month, I finished their volunteer shirts today. I'll put them in the mail tomorrow because nothing was operating today.
Mm. Well, I want to say, everybody, the moral of the story is get sleep.
Hmm.
That's the most important thing.
Sleep is quite important as
Yeah,
uh as we get older. It's something we notice.
I did not sleep the day before either. It was all fucked up. Something's like you need to rest if you're stopping at a Red Roof Inn parking lot at
Yeah,
10 o'clock in the morning. Like, yeah, maybe though. This place looks seedy enough. But I was just like, nah, better not. That was the worst shit ever.
well, glad you made it home.
Me too. And it wasn't even being drunk or anything. It was just, I'm so tired and I don't feel well. I just shit my pants and want to go home. You understand, I'm sure.
I do. I do understand. Yes, at the end of the month, and there's very little for me going on this month, aside from the day to day shit. Maybe no, I've got a Texas Texas Authors Con next Sunday, but I'm not expecting much of a turnout there. I'm just going setting
Get some
up and
stuff signed.
yeah, I'll buy books from everybody there and throw them on a pile and get to them when I get to them. Like when I'm laid up in bed for like the last 3 years of my life, I'll do a lot of reading. And
It's good to see you're optimistic in your old age.
I'm gonna get to read this shit at some point. And yeah, so but aside from that, the only big thing we've got, and Tom and I will both be there, is the Houston Horror Film Festival, or as Tom calls the Horrific Film Festival.
Festival of Fright Films.
Fright Films, there you go. And they've
That's
an
its
interesting
Christian name.
guest list. If you're into like autographs and stuff, it might be your thing. I don't know. But they put on a good show last time. It was a good time. They've done a bunch of little mini shows at different locales just about each time. But it's always been a good time. And
It's been a great time.
yes, yeah.
Some of it has been a bruising time.
Mm-hmm. It's been a fall down, try to get to the room. Good time with Ari leaving, saving Tom instead of killing him because he's a first Jason.
Because of him, I didn't fall into a lake. So thank
Right,
you, Mr.
yeah.
Lee Man.
So
how you feeling today? You good? You back to work?
I'm back to work and I'm tired still. You know, it's like I slept last night and we went to a friend of Lisa's house and they were having their Thanksgiving barbecue or whatever. So we went over there and I had like 3 drinks, but it's kind of like it took me like an hour and a half to drink each one of them because I'm just sitting there.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe it's too early to start drinking. Maybe I'll feel better once I start drinking. None of that happened. I was just, kind of there. We got home earlier than I thought we would, which is fucking great. But man, I just came to the bed and I was out. I was done. It's like, fuck 4th of July, fuck birthdays, fuck all that. I'm going to bed.
it was because of that honey wheat flour, I think is what did it. I think that, or the hibiscus,
The
whatever it was, that
hibiscus.
was,
Okay.
yeah, I think that was the death nail.
Yeah. They're good when you're drinking them. Yeah. And I've had 2 beers today, but again, it was just because I was at work. I ran out of water, and it's not like beer was going to hydrate me or anything. But okay, I'll work until these 2 beers are done, and then I'll go home.
Oh, I had a few beers today. It was okay. It was at work. It's not something you just say casually like that,
Well,
Joe.
you can do that when you're a small business person. That's one of the few perks that you have.
Well, maybe if you were home. Maybe if you worked from the home.
Yeah, it's just 2 beers, man.
I had a couple. I got one here just in case, but I've been doing a little of this guy.
I drank so much water today too when I got home. Yeah, man.
The question is, are you still pissing brown?
No,
That's
I'm
good.
cleared up.
One of these days I'll piss clear.
Oh fuck.
I always think that I'm going to. Like I get excited. I'll be like, oh man, I drank a lot of water today. So there's that. You watch anything besides the color of your piss?
Well, you watched more than I did because you watched some stuff before you even came up to Dallas.
I did. Would you like me to talk about one of them?
Sure.
Great. I watched a movie called The Suckling. Have you seen it? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I've never seen that one.
So it's a very timely movie. It's about what's going to happen now that states choose what to do about abortions. So this is in the future of 1997. A couple go to it's not a flop house. It is a house of ill repute slash underground abortion clinic. And this lady, I'm guessing she's an not early teen, maybe a high school age teen, maybe. It's hard to tell because they're definitely older folks. But she has an abortion and they just flush it down the toilet. And then the fetus thing, what would it be even called then? The embryo, it would be the child. So that child is flushed down the toilet.
The murdered child.
So this murdered in its prime child was flushed down the toilet and goes into the sewer, and then the mutagen goop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lands on it, and it changes into a much better looking monster than this movie has any right having. And then it just goes around. It doesn't look awesome. Some of the stuff looks pretty cool, but the final monster looks a little goofy, but it's way better than this movie deserves. And it just goes around killing people. I would recommend. It's not the best, but I like monster movies, and this shit's kind of ridiculous, but it's a little boring at spots too.
I'm looking up the poster right now.
Nah, it's nothing great. I think Vinegar Syndrome had it, but it might be out of print now. I have some old fucking Scorpion or some shit DVD.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I do recognize the poster there. 1990, so yeah, very topical. They were ahead of the game.
So give it a shot, Joe. You might enjoy it.
Right.
I enjoy it. You'll get some laughs probably. And then I watched a movie called Flux Gourmet. This was maybe like a satire on like their up their own ass art world and like food allergies and the nature of food, I guess. So this lady, she has this I don't even know what it is. It's like her fucking house. There's a auditorium in it. There's like practice rehearsals. Like people submit their art projects, their band projects or whatever to have a residency at her place for a month. And she'll like coach you and give you advice on your act and shit. But it's all like weird, fucking ridiculous. Like the tone's fucking weird. So, anyways, the fucking people who are doing it this month is a band who only fucking like makes music with the sounds of food. I don't know, man. It was fucking whatever. You know, I was just like, oh shit, IFC put out a fucking horror movie. IFC always used to put out good shit.
IFC Midnight.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this another one that I've heard of because the director is Peter Strickland, who directed Barbarian's Sound Studio. So this movie's brand new, right? This is like this year
came
movie?
Out this year. Yeah, that's why I watched it, Joe.
Working on your list, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, they added Paddington to Netflix, so I may be watching that pretty soon.
Hell yeah, let me know. I'll rewatch that shit.
All right.
Man, this was like an absurd, maybe kind of making fun of A24 movies. It wasn't a complete piece of shit, but it was just, I mean, pretty middle of the road.
Yeah.
I was expecting more, and you didn't really. There were some funny spots and shit, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Watch it if you want. I don't give a fuck.
I probably will at some point. I'm not going to pay to watch it, but I'll watch it.
Let's go to the theater. Okay. I forgot to give you directions while I was there.
Yeah.
Sorry, bloke.
We'll get to that at some point.
And then I watched We're All Going to the World's Fair. Have you heard of this one, Joe?
I've not heard of this one.
All right, this one came out this year too. And it's about an internet challenge. This maybe 12 to 15. I don't know. I don't hang around kids. I don't know how old they're supposed to be. A younger high school aged girl. You follow her and she pricks her finger, wipes it on the computer, and a video plays. And like crazy shit's supposed to happen to you, right? Like you're invoking a spirit or something. Nothing really happens. It's just this stupid fucking little girl pretending that she's turning into a spooky monster or spooky things that are happening. The other people who take the challenge, they're just pretending that this shit's happening. Nothing's really happening. This fucking dude, he's like some 52-year-old dude or some shit. He's like communicating with her over Skype and shit. And there's really no point to that. Is like, okay, is he a fucking pervert or is he trying to stop her from fucking taking this challenge too far? But in the end, it's just people take this challenge and then pretend. It's like, oh, this is who I am on the internet now. I'm this scary person turning into this crazy monster or whatever. Nothing fucking happens. It's just fucking this little girl pretending to be nothing. It's fucking dumb. I
Is
don't
this all
know.
done like on a webcam type
Yeah,
thing?
like you're watching YouTube videos and
Okay.
shit. And that's not even done well.
Is there
Uh
comments that flow through it the whole time and stuff?
dude, she has less viewers than we do. Like it was some shit like fucking 36 or 63 or some shit. Like this was made by some fucking trans person, so I don't know if like if it the message was fucking pretend to be something you're not, that's fucking kind of weird and maybe
Hmm.
setting you people back.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's just people pretending to be different people. That's what this is. Maybe if this was, I don't know, dude. There was like nothing happening. It wasn't made well. It really wasn't compelling. Fucking I watched this the night before I drove to you. 37 minutes in because it was storming outside. The fucking power went out. And I was like, oh, might as well finish it. I'll just watch it on my phone. I'm a fucking idiot for that. This might make the worst of the year list, but I was going to say Mortal Kombat just because that's a piece of shit, but that was like a year or two already. But I'm
That was a
still
year ago.
thinking of how bad that fucking movie was.
Or shit, was it 2 years ago? I don't know. But
We're getting old, Joe.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I should probably write that one down because that might make the list because this shit was nothing happening. Let's see if I got anything else. Do you want to talk about Skyscraper? You might have watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, I caught up on it, so I watched it. Let me get in here with Skylar. Turn it down a little. So Skyscraper, we threw that on after we had several drinks and beers and stuff, and this is the Anna Nicole Smith starring movie, not the one with the Rock. And I think there's at least two other movies named Skyscraper. Anna Nicole Smith is a helicopter pilot, a helicopter escort. Heliscort is the name of the company she works for.
Joe, you might want to bring the dog into the room because you're cutting out a lot.
Okay, let me go. Oh, okay. It sounds like everybody's here back anyway, so I can get out of the shower.
Get out that closet, boy.
Yeah. Unless that was another explosion outside. No, everybody's back. All right. Skylar will run out of here. She'll have help.
Well, that worked out then. So sorry, you can continue with Skyscraper.
So Skyscraper, yeah, and there's these terrorist types that are after 3 components of a computer that'll allow them to do something. I'm not quite sure, but it's going to allow them to amass power and money. And Anna Nicole is their escort, and her husband is a cop, and they get embroiled in all this. She's stuck in the skyscraper that the terrorist guys have taken over. And she has a few flashback scenes, where she's fucking her husband, and that's really the brunt of the movie. She's got to pull like a John McClane type thing. It is pretty much the plot to Die Hard, and I'll say this: it's got better stunts and pyrotechnics than this movie deserves. Because
The movie delivers.
there's
On what you'd want to see, the movie delivers.
Mm-hmm. So there's that. If you're an Anna Nicole Smith fan, yeah, it delivers on that. And it's got explosions and stuff. It's got my favorite stunt, the guy that runs on fire, so there's that. Tom didn't like this. I think it's a decent flick. It's worth
No, I mean, if you like watching bad movies, then yeah, this is a bad movie to watch.
It is a bad movie. I have it. I have a DVD version of it with probably no extras, no commentaries, nothing.
Well, when Vinegar Syndrome puts it out on 4K, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah. But for those of you that do want to watch it, it's on Tubi along with another Anna Nicole Smith movie that I don't remember the name of.
So here's a question. Who the fuck is Anna Nicole Smith? Because I only knew about her from, she married this old guy and she was a punchline on like late night talk shows.
Yeah, so before that, she was a model for Guess jeans. Remember them?
I do. I own a pair.
Do you now? What, do you just have it like as a memento somewhere?
No, I wear them from time to time.
All right, so
they're a comfortable fit in the buttocks.
So she was like when there was nobody like this, she brought back that bombshell look of like the 50s or 60s or whatever that was. But of course she was completely.
So what? She fucking nuked a bunch of Japanese people? Or?
Yeah, well, that was the 40s. But after that, she did Playboy for a while, and then she was in a few movies like The Naked Gun 3 or 2, one of those. But it was always like bit roles because she can't act for shit. And then she married some dying billionaire or millionaire or something. And when he died, it was just a whole bunch of conflict with his family. Like, no, we don't want to give this bimbo all his money, even though he wanted to give her all the money, And then she had a reality show for a couple of years, and then she overdosed.
But pretty much she was a model, and that's where it...
Yeah, she was a model.
Okay.
She was a bimbo. And made a couple of movies somewhere along the way. Yeah.
You ever heard the term himbo?
I have, but thankfully I've forgotten what it means.
Oh, you know what it means now that you heard it again. Himbo. That's a male bimbo, Joe.
But this movie was directed by a Martino.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. You fucking himbo.
Yeah. But I would recommend Skyscraper.
Yeah, if you're having like a triple feature, bad movie night, for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like watch it on a fucking Tuesday at 4:00 or anything, but I mean Saturday night 11:14. That seems like a decent time to.
You would think.
Put it on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I watched of its entirety. I don't think I watched anything else this past week. I've started one that hopefully I finish this week. It's rough going, and it'll be the next thing I talk about on the All the Haunts BRs set. But man, this one's rough.
Did you see and or hear that?
I saw something flicker, but I couldn't. What was that? I don't know.
I think it was the wind.
I think something asked me if I wanted some candy.
I forgot about that, and I just watched this fucking movie. Joe, tell us all about Predator 2.
Predator 2 takes place in the not so distant future of 1997, I think. And we're in the inner city where cartels and drug wars are just out of hand. You know, you've got uh, Colombians and Dominicans just fighting it out in the streets, killing cops
Tomato.
left and right. But the heavy in this movie is Danny Glover, and he comes just bulldogging through, crashing the car into these guys, leaning out of the car, shooting. Just establishing that he's the badass in this movie. It's like, hey, this ain't no Mel Gibson vehicle. I'm the star. Me.
Let's hear your Danny Glover impersonation.
Fuck. I don't know. Let's see. I liked him in the color purple.
Who didn't?
But I don't have a Danny
Got to
Glover
do it kind of gruff, been with a lisp.
They shooting.
He's a gruff, lispy man.
God damn it! Who the hell are you? Now he's part of an elite squad of cops that consists of Ruben Blades, the Puerto Rican bongo player, and Maria Conchita Alonso.
Why?
Yeah. But they've got a new guy in the group, and this is Bill Paxton. And I remember
Shane Black was fucking annoying. Holy
I remember
shit.
him being funny in this the first time I watched it, and it's not funny. It is, like you said, it's annoying as shit. But
this was like his worst performance I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Remember last week when I said, oh man, I remember liking this more than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm afraid to watch Aliens now. Is he going to be as annoying in that, or I don't know, does he pull that character off? But yeah, so the Predator is coming down and he's killing the gang leaders, because like that's supposed to be the toughest people in the city. So he's after that. Turns out Danny Glover's the toughest motherfucker in the city. So he wants to kill Danny Glover, but you got Gary Busey as part of a CIA operation that's there to capture the Predator. And yeah, you got the Predator. They have him invisible for quite longer than you would think, since we already know what he looks like from the first movie. But they're doing that invisible thing. His infrared vision is a little bit better than it was in the first movie. You can kind of make out shapes of people instead of just big old blobs of red. But the special effects altogether, they really suck. I mean, unlike the first one where the suit looks really good, this one, it looks like a dude in a suit a lot of the time. There's a lot of really bad green screen shit.
What about the all the fog on the base of the spaceship, and then all the Predators fading in, and it's all like weird and cut off at their knees?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's some of the worst fucking maybe chroma keying and replacement I've seen in a while. Granted, it's an old ass movie, but that looked like fucking dog poo poo. It looked like dog poo poo, Joe. And I like that we learned in this one that the Predator can be healed with drywall. All he has to do is freebase drywall, and then it fucking heals him. He grows a fucking new arm and everything.
And at one point, they say that that's the Predator's regular vision.
Yeah, that was so fucking dumb. Mm-hmm. That's like, I was just like, yeah, why didn't he just change the fucking mode on his helmet last week? Oh, that's just how he sees. Shut the fuck up. I'm glad you remembered that, because that fucking sucked.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like that doesn't fucking make no sense.
That was clearly a fucking like a setting on the helmet.
Yeah. And in fact, later on, he messes with the settings on the helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, it was disappointing. It's not the movie that I remember. I definitely didn't. I didn't like it as much as I remembered.
It's not the worst sequel out there.
No, it's not. I mean, if you go into this thinking this is just like fuck it, we did a great job in the first movie. Let's just do something for laughs in the second one, then you'll be okay. I don't tend to like that. I don't tend to like when they, hey, fuck it, let's play it for laughs. Nah. Mm.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to say, but it's really just Predator in the city, and it's not that great.
Right.
It's not
Yeah, they got that whole
utilized
subway
well.
scene that I remember thinking that was badass when I first saw it. You know, it's like, oh, but man, you really can't see shit. And I guess that's the point because they didn't have money to have you see shit. But I don't know. You know, at the
Yeah,
beginning they throw a predator, throws a guy off a building, or maybe Danny Glover did. I don't know. But he lands on a picnic table. You know, when they show him laying, there's a fucking picnic table there.
in the city.
Right. It didn't break when a body fell like 20 stories. Uh, um, so, like, I'm reading this Predator Concrete Jungle. I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, and this is Predator in the City. This came out before this movie. And there's a lot of similarities in this story and that. It's kind of set in a future. You have the CIA trying to capture the Predator, and there's a scene where the Predator copies, "You want some candy?" Strange shit. But I don't know.
Is
I
it
I can recommend it, I guess. You know, it's like Tom says, it's not the worst, but it's definitely not as good as I remember. Very disappointing for me.
in that book? Does it say how Arnold Schwarzenegger character died? Was his name Dutch or some shit?
He was set up by the CIA or some shit. Let me see. It's very early on. Um,
Because I
but
remember a line in the movie, like Gary Busey saying, "Oh, we lost him 8 months after." It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
um, they do have a scene where one guy puts on the Predator's helmet and then he can see all the ships in the sky, you know. So there is like a bunch of
Hey,
other Predators here.
Joe, give it a couple weeks. We'll get to that.
Okay. I don't know. I'm sure they say something, but whatever. They do have a subway scene too. Huh.
Did the guys who wrote the brothers? Did they write the comic?
Mm-mm.
No shit.
This is
Bro.
like Mark Verheiden, and he wrote I think the first 3 or 4 series for Dark Horse.
No motherfucking plagiarizing and shit.
Mm-hmm. Seems like.
Oh damn, boy. So yeah, I mean it was okay. It's definitely not as good as the first one, but it's all right. I've definitely seen worse sequels. It's very of its time. Uh they're gonna get worse, Joe. And then a little better. And then not so good, and then we'll find out what this little Indian girl can do
Let's
at
see.
the end of our little Predator journey here.
Let's see. I'm sure it's gonna be like it's that gun that comes out at the end of this movie is gonna have something to do with it. We're gonna learn the story of that gun.
We'll get to that, Joe.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. You ready to swing into another? Oh, next week it's Alien versus Predator. Get ready. Can't wait.
Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
Swing into Montreal.
Montreal.
Yes, I am. As we left Spider-Man's last time, he was underwater fighting the Hulk. Well, the Hulk throws some debris out of the water, and Spider-Man's rides it out of the water. And that's it for a little bit with the Hulk. He's got to go track down. Well, he made a date with some chick to go find out about that lawyer, what that telegram all means about that lawyer. But man, Dr. Octopus, old Otto Octavius, has sent out some assassins to kill the lawyer. Doesn't want Peter finding out what that whole telegram is all about. Which to
What's
me,
the lawyer's name?
a rim job. Yeah,
It is.
which I'm thinking maybe Gary Conway didn't know what the telegram was yet. He's like, oh fuck, well I'll make that up next month. So yeah, that guy gets killed, and we're back to fighting with the Hulk again. Hulk destroys a lot of shit and then jumps away. The end.
Yep. Hopefully something happens next issue.
You would hope, because next issue you would hope like maybe the Green Goblin will come back or something, since they're on a green kick the last two episodes.
At least they gave a mention to Harry's pill addiction again.
Yeah,
Appreciated that.
And Peter's like, well, man, maybe I should try to be a friend to him.
Oh, yeah, I should go back and fucking be with him, even though everybody else is there and his fucking billionaire father. But I should go back because we're secret gays.
Yeah. And come on, Peter. If the guy's a junkie, he's going to be a junkie forever. There's no going back from that.
There's no turning your life around.
No, there's not. I mean, you will for a little while, but whatever.
That's what happens when you're one with the devil, known as addiction.
Mm-hmm. You got that monkey on your back, it's going to keep fucking you. Yeah.
We'll tune in next week for an iconic issue. We'll see. So far, these iconic issues haven't been great, Joe.
They have not been great. In fact, I have like 5 volumes of Marvel Masterworks that I'll be trying to sell. Man, I don't need this shit. I don't need this here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like what's the oldest storyline that I like. Maybe it's Walt Simonson's Thor and Better Ray Bill.
Mm-hmm.
So still got a minute until we get to that era.
Yeah, that's the 80s.
So yeah. But I'm here with you, Joe, reading these Spider-Man comics.
I'm getting educated on how bad shit really is.
Mm-hmm. Gonna learn today.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking prick. You like lists, do you?
I've been known to enjoy a list or two.
Nice.
So this list was our top 10 with honorable mentions, sexy music videos. Music videos that we thought, that's sexy.
Did you have to do any searching, like top sexy videos list?
I did, and those lists all had the same shit. A lot of it was shit I'd never heard of or seen, and really didn't want to.
How many new music videos did you watch today, Joe?
I had not really any. Not really any. So everything I have on my list is stuff I'd seen before, and I'd looked them up because I couldn't remember the names of them, of the songs. It's like, because the song didn't interest me at all. In some cases, it was just the music video.
Well, that's where we'll differ, Joe. I think on my list, I can't remember, but I think some are on there just because of the song.
All right. Okay, so for my honorable mentions, I have Sir Mix-a-Lot's Put 'Em on the Glass. He's talking about tits, you see.
I get it.
Put them on there. Okay. Then I have Buck Cherry's Crazy Bitch.
Can you sing a little bit of that for us?
You're crazy, bitch.
Oh, you weren't going to do the shitty accent that should have been mentioned fucking week or two ago?
Then I have Huey Lewis and the News song "If This Is It," and this was a video that just took place on the beach, so it's like a lot of bikini chicks walking around. Uh, but I rewatched this video of some years back, and the chick that I thought was like incredible when this video came out, she was just like, eh. Then I have Samantha Fox's "Touch Me." And then finally, my last honorable mention is Spinal Tap's "Bitch School."
Is that a parody of Samantha Fox?
It could be. They're all British, because they are probably waving torches around. That's what they call a flashlight in Britain.
Bunch of fucking maids. Well, Joe, my honorable mentions are Rick James, "Give It To Me, Baby." If you've never seen this music video, watch it. It's fucking hilarious. And then I have Motley Crue, "Girls, Girls, Girls." Because I don't care for it really, but I think in this genre, it has to be at least given an honorable mention.
That was on a lot of the lists I looked up.
And then I have Sir Mix-a-Lot, but a different one. This is "Baby Got Back." It made the honorable mentions because of the big foam rumps that they had constructed for the music video. And the little rumps that were on the white guy's fucking turntable as he was playing. And then I have Lit, "Miserable," just because it was memorable. This was when they were little guys, like dancing and singing on Pamela Anderson when she was giant. And my last one, of course, it can't be number one because it just wouldn't be fair. But A La Zouilou's "Deathbed." Wonderful, wonderful video, Joe. And so
Very
sexy. Yes. And those are my honorable mentions.
At
number 10,
I have The Prodigy with "Smack My Bitch Up." And this is what do they call it? A POV video where a person is fighting and just, causing all kinds of a ruckus, and then meets a stripper and then fucks that stripper. And then at the end, you see that POV person in the mirror, and it was a chick all along. What a twist. What a twist.
Can we hear your impersonation of the fire starter?
Wait, what is it?
That's Mortal Kombat.
I know, yeah. This song was everywhere when this came out. Fucking everywhere. It was on video games, movies, everywhere you turn. And I don't think they ever did anything else, but that's fine. We don't need it.
Well, the one guy died, the fire starter.
Okay.
Rest in empowerment. My number 10 is a movie I just watched today. And like most rap videos, it's just a bunch of girls shaking their rumps. But in this one of the girls licked another girl's butthole. So it had to make the list. And this was Young Nell with "Premium Pussy." It's about selling their pussy hole, Joe.
For a premium price, I'm guessing. Yep. All right.
Because they wanted the higher things in life, so they became prostitutes.
Whores.
Yes. That's what the song's about, I guess.
Or as they like to be called now, bitches or sex workers. One of the two. I can't remember. At number 9.
Ladies. I think the term's ladies.
No. That's no. Okay, at number 9, I have David Lee Roth's "Just a Gigolo." This is a cover song because David Lee Roth sucks, and he just sings other people's music. But this video, I remember there was a lot of scantily clad women walking around.
Never heard of it. Just a Juggalo's pretty good though.
He didn't do that one.
Oh. I have my number 9 is the 2 Live Crew with Pop That Coochie, or known as its more NSFW version, Pop That Pee Hole. And this one isn't so erotic as it is funny, because old what's his nuts just rubs some crystal balls together and turns all these ladies into zombies. It's funny. I laugh, but I don't really care for their music too much. Number 8.
At number 8, I have Warrant with Cherry Pie. And this featured a model named Bobby Brown just dancing around the whole time.
Stranger Things.
She was a dream girl in several episodes of Married with Children. Al would always fantasize about her.
That's one of the videos I looked up because I knew it was a popular one. Mm-hmm. Those guys fucking suck. And they're dropping that shitty ass plastic piece of pie all over the fucking place.
Again and again and again.
Those guys look like a bunch of, well, you know what they look like, Joe. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Number 8, I have Just Because of the Song. If you'd like to see a whole bunch of average black ladies from the neighborhood shaking their rump, go check out Juveniles. Back that ass up, Joe.
See, that could have been any 25, 30 songs or videos.
This is a good one.
Yeah. I thought for sure he's going to say Nelly, and everybody's just there on the street in front of a car.
Oh, just wait for it.
At number 7, I have the Divinals with I Touch Myself. The song is about a lady touching herself.
How does that one go?
I touch myself.
Ooh-ah. Yeah, I was hoping you would do the lady's voice. I don't want anybody else. It's that one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number 7, again from the song. It's just another rap video with ladies dancing in it, and that is Isham Woo Woo Woo. If there's any way to get Isham on the list, might as well do it. But
yeah, somebody needs to mention him.
It's not that erotic of a video, honestly.
At number 6, I have Kylie Minogue with Can't Get You Out of My Head. And this just has her dancing around and singing the same 4 lines of the song over and over and over again. So she knew it was a shit song. And, well, I better sex this up. And that's what she did.
It was written about your boy, JCVD, you know. After that erotic affair on the set of Street Fighter, the motion picture.
Ah, that's right. That's right.
Yes, yes. What are we at? Number 6?
6.
This is another video. Just a bunch of broads shaking their ass in bikinis. But this time it's on a giant boat. And that's Jay-Z's Big Pimpin'. It's a good song, so
I was sure you were going to say the Big Timers, because they were on that yacht in that video too.
Damn, we just got flagged for using their music.
Oh, yeah. At number 5, I have Robert Palmer's Addicted to Love. And this is girls in slinky black dresses with their hair pulled back, and they're just pretending to play instruments that they obviously don't know how to play at all. They don't even know how to hold them properly. But I don't think that was the point of the video.
My number 5 was a video I just seen today. And it might be the craziest fucking video on this list, Joe. It's called Peaches Rub. And I think it's an angry lesbian band. Not 100% sure. But there were all kinds of naked broads kissing and making out with each other, eating each other's boxes. And then she started singing some shit like, I can't speak because she's choking me with her dick. And I was like, what? What the fuck did she? And then she like kept saying that a bunch of times. And then a naked tranny pops out and starts dick dancing her fucking wiener onto this lady's open mouth. It was the craziest shit I fucking seen, Joe. So, I mean, it had to be pretty low on the list, but there's some better videos that are a little bit more classy. If I could post, I don't even think I could post a link to that on the fucking.
Probably not.
But look up Peaches Rub and just be like, this is the damnedest shit I've ever fucking seen. Shit was crazy. And that's why it's number 5.
At number 4, I have Fiona Apple with Criminal.
Mm.
And in this one, she's just in a tub singing Criminal.
Shit, I don't even know how to say this one. This is another one I just watched today. If you're a fan of the workout video that was used in Friday the 13th Part 4 or Dirty Work, you'd probably like this music video. Eric Prides, Prydz, some shit, Call on Me. I don't know. It was just a bunch of thrusting, really.
All right. Number 3, I have David Lee Roth's California Girls. And this is a cover song because David Lee Roth, he's not talented or, can't write his own music or anything. But yeah, this is just him walking down the beach and there's just bimbos. Flanking him on either side. And it was one that, like, in the early days of MTV, I was always glad when this video came out.
Why is that, Joe?
Just because I liked it.
So the internet wasn't around?
The internet was not around.
So, when you said this shit, the Beach Boys automatically popped into my head, and it's not that song, right?
It is that song. It's just him doing a cover of it.
Oh, shit, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A more sensual cover.
No.
He does an undercover.
Yeah, this guy, he's a prick.
What'd he do to you, Joe?
He just, I don't know. He just seemed like a prick, like not somebody you would want to hang out with,
Damn, are you some kind of anti-Semite?
Maybe. No, I don't think he's Jewish.
All right. That Adam Sandler song would say differently.
Probably. Would it?
No.
Gotta listen
David
to that.
Lee Roth lights the menorah. Yeah. And all 3 Stooges, Joe.
Well, them, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Because they're in show business, you see. What are we on? Number 3?
They were old vaudevillians, that's why.
Yep, some people would call them villains. I'd call them people, though, because I'm not a piece of shit, Joe.
Yeah.
So number 3, this is yet another one that I've just seen today, Joe, while searching for things to make this list. And this is City Girls Twerk. If you want a music video about shaking your ass, I think it's safe to say that this would be the one, Joe. And it's ladies singing it too, so you don't have to worry about any dudes in this shit. It's just all ladies' rumps.
Speaking of rumps, at number 2, I have Jennifer Lopez with "I'm Glad." Now, this video is pretty much a remake of the Flashdance video. It's with Jennifer Lopez doing all the dancing and all that welding or whatever, throwing water on herself at the strip club, which had to piss the other dancers off. It's like, you gonna go dry that after your performance? Get a mop, bitch.
Did she?
No. Maybe that was part of the cutscenes.
Oh. Speaking of cutscenes, my number 2 would have been BET Uncut or BET After Dark, because all they were doing was just shaking ass and showing tits and shit, but blurring it out. But then I was just like, well, let's just find the most infamous one that would be on here. And even on BET Uncut, they didn't show the uncensored version. I had to go to the bowels of the internet to see it, Joe. And this is just like all your typical rap videos, but in this one you see butt and pussy hole. And yes, Joe, this is Nelly's tip drill.
I haven't seen this video.
Yep, you'll have to go to the bowels of the internet to see it, but it is out there and shocking because it seems like it's just going to be, your regular Nelly video. Oh, there's a butthole. What?
Did that cut on his cheek finally heal?
No, that's a look.
Oh, okay.
That's an accessory, like how ladies have purses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
this
what that
got
is.
himself shaven pretty bad.
He was fucking hunting a predator. Oh, my cheek.
At number 1, I don't know how to say this last name, Eric Pride's Call on Me, the cover of the Steve Winwood song. And yeah, if you like aerobics or whatever, this is just like a lot of aerobic thrusting.
All right. So you've seen this one before, have you?
I have. It's a pretty good video.
It was on a lot of lists. Oh, that's funny shit. Well, my number 1 is the hit song from 3 times 1 minus 1, and that is The Greatest Love in History. Joe, it's the most erotic.
I'm not familiar with this one.
It's good. It's erotic and it's good. And all I can say is damn. Double damn.
Okay. 3
times
1 minus 1.
Greatest love in history. Well, Joe, because I forgot to write something for next week, we're going to do our favorite things that begin with the letter J. So J things. And we know it's not going to be on your list after those David Lee Roth comments, you fucking asshole. Speaking of which, you know what this list taught me? You're a fucking racist and you never watched BET.
Hey, man, I had
Sir Mix-a-Lot is an honorable mention.
I had put him on the glass on there, yeah.
As an honorable mention. Oh, yeah, I have a black friend. That's what that fucking Sir Mix-a-Lot on your list was.
Gold Digger almost made it.
But she's not messing with a broke what, Joe? Let's see how good you know this song.
Radio edit.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I was kind of dreading this list until like an hour ago when I just was looking through all these crazy, especially that peaches shit. I know I fucking spoiled, dude. Okay, I was about to spoil one more part in it, but something happened that I was like, not just one lady doing it, but two standing side by each other. I was just shocking. This, if we were doing our most shocking music videos, this would probably be number one. But we're not.
No, we're not.
Doing our favorite J things next week. So tune in and head on over to dwnproductions.net. I would hold up the fucking BOYGOB rags and say, buy one like fucking Mr. Mick and Red over there. And that's it. Two people. I appreciate that you guys appreciated the joke. Thank you. But I think they're gonna be sitting there for a while. But that's okay, because I laughed. So head on over to dwnproductions.net, get something to clean yourself off with, or maybe you want a mask, because there's masks over there, and they want you. So whatever the fuck that is, Joe. Shirts?
FastCustomShirts.com. If you place an order, get ready to wait. If you got some custom work you need, get in line. But no, get in line as quick as you can, because it doesn't look like our flow of incoming work is slowing down anytime soon, which I'm very thankful for. But yeah, it's going to be slow running for a little while on the website orders.
And if you want, fuck. Sorry, my brain just shut down. If you want to get a shirt from this podcast, if you want a BOYGOB shirt, that logo, if you're looking on fucking YouTube, go get that shit at fastcustomshirts.com. Just type in BOYGOB at the search engine. Beyond that, hey everybody, enjoy your week, or whenever the fuck you're listening to this, and BOYGOB.